I was out of work. He had just at the time COVID had hit, so he was out of work as well. And it was one of those situations where we had just moved into a new place, had just gotten situated, and it was kind of like crisis mode. So we really didn't know what to do. The rent program came across and we looked into it. It seemed to be like a really good thing for us to look into. Once I started hearing about that there actually were certain programs, I looked into sort of what Austin had going on, and the rent one was the first one to pop up. And it seems really, really easy in terms of the application process. And once I got more involved in like getting answers back from the rent program and everything moved pretty quickly, it became very, very easy. And at first I was like, am I going to be one of those people that actually is allowed to apply? I'm not even sure. And luckily I was able to. And so I did it right away. And, my greatest fear was that I wasn't in a bad enough situation. And that was so far from the truth. So it was just really nice. But yeah, once after I heard it on the news, I looked it up and it was just from there I filled out the application. It was really something that was kind of just gathering like a lot of documents. A lot of this stuff we had already had together. So, whether it was identification or just previous experience, bank statements. So it was really all general stuff that was kind of at our disposal, especially like around this time of need when everything's kind of unsure. And so it was a matter of just kind of pulling all that together, putting that into the data system, and then really answering just a few simple questions here and there. And then they would follow up with you, ask you a few more questions, and it was a very fluid process, I would say. The rent assistance program has been amazing. We got our first payment in June, and then it was paid all the way up and through August. So it was 3 months. And so it was paid, knowing that like our rent's paid up until August is literally like I can breathe easier. My anxiety has gone down tremendously. My fiance probably likes me a whole lot more. And it really is opened my eyes to know that there's a lot more possibilities out there. To not think that everything's in crisis mode and that I'm pigeonholed, but at the same time too, know how fortunate I am just to have this opportunity to actually really use this time effectively to look for a job, to apply myself, to look at different avenues and how to make money. So it has been a tremendous blessing in my life. It's really open to everyone, looks at all different cases, and I would highly encourage people to do it because it's one of those things where you don't get very many opportunities in life where you can have a little bit of assistance, especially where your rent is helped. And just to have that breathing room, it allows you a lot of time just to growth, to look at your jobs, be with your family more often too. And so I would highly encourage everyone to do it. Absolutely. It was such an amazing experience because I did not feel like I was a number at all. She knew my name. She's vouched for me so many times in so many different areas when I had questions about things that probably didn't even apply to the rent program. Gave me great guidance, and so it was really, really wonderful. Yeah, so great people that worked there.